think the achievement that I'm really proud of is the fact that we kind of gain some, through our company, we give some voice to the international students. Thinking about like the access on the rental market, we know that this is a struggle since I moved here in 2013. The only difference was cheaper, but was always hard. It's a hard business because the properties has different standards. Some things happen beyond our control. And some people, when they arrive, they don't understand that. It takes a little bit of time for them to adapt. Like it's a journey where we have to educate our clients, and after a while, it becomes a good experience.
Wondered if you were to go back and kind of start your business again. So, is there anything you would go back and tell yourself then that would have helped get everything off the ground? Like anything you've learned in that time that you're like, oh, I wish I knew that.
This is, to be honest, a really easy question because when you start your own business, you want things on your own way. And I think this is the hardest part because to grow, you need to trust people.
Welcome to this Flipdish Takeaways podcast. Today I'm joined by Eduardo Gonzaga from the Brazil-Ireland Chamber of Commerce, the co-founder. Really great to have you here, Eduardo. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for inviting me, Kian.
No problem at all. So tell us a little bit about where you did your journey start with this idea. Maybe even just take us back to maybe your early career and how you got to where you are now.
I came to Ireland in 2013 to learn English. The idea was to stay here a year and come back. I've been here for 12 years already, so it's a long journey. I started my own business in 2018. It's on the hospitality. We have like hostel accommodation for international students. And once we start growing, and because we work with a lot of international students and mostly Brazilian, of course, we noticed like the Brazilian community like organizing itself individually with own businesses and creating new things. So when we start talking between ourselves, we noticed that could be like a good thing to have like a chamber where we could boost this network and relationship and try to connect the countries that where I came from and where is my home now. So this is how we started basically.
First of all, lovely to hear you call Ireland home now. That's so nice to hear. What was it that made you, after you were coming here for a year, what made you want to stay? Was there something in particular? Or?
If I tell you, people are going to disagree, but I kind of like this weather.
I've heard this from a lot of people from South America, that cold is nice, right?
I came from a place that we have a good winter. It's called Curitiba. And but I'm not a huge fan of the tropical weather, hot to work in summer and all these things. So Ireland, the mild country, I think it's nice. Also, of course, I think I always felt like welcome here. Connect really well with the Irish culture and the Irish people that I met. So, and the opportunities as well. Like it's a country that since 2013 grew a lot. And I think the opportunities, and then I started staying where I was, and here I am. Now I don't see. I have no plans leaving anytime soon. So
that's great to hear. And how was your English when you arrived? Like, was that a barrier, or were you kind of okay?
No, it was a barrier. I didn't have English at all. Like probably I was pre-intermediate. Like the levels is the third level. Start from the beginning. And then I had to learn from scratch, from zero, and the accent is different here as well. We learned the American English in Brazil, and start to change this was really fun journey, but I like it. And
every different postcode in Dublin has a different accent, right?
As well, yeah. So it's not easy.
Yeah, absolutely. And what were you doing then when you arrived here first? What was your kind of first job or your first kind of taste of?
When I arrived, my goal was to improve the language. Okay. So I didn't look much in jobs. My first work was in a hotel. I started working in the breakfast restaurant that they had there. Was a good experience, but again, was mainly to learn new vocabulary, to improve my English that was zero. Then after I worked in accommodation for Erasmus students. Okay. And when I had this experience in this accommodation business and my own experience as a student, I noticed that a company to provide this kind of service for international students was like a need, and this is how the idea of founding my own company came. So and this journey started in 2018.
And how's that been going? What's maybe your greatest achievement within that, and maybe what are the struggles, or what were the struggles when getting that company off the ground?
I think the achievement that I'm really proud of is the fact that we kind of gain some, through our company, we give some voice to the international students. Thinking about like the access on the rental market, we know that is a struggle since I moved here in 2013. The only difference was cheaper, but was always hard. Like a lot of people queuing for properties, and this has been happening since then. But like having a company that provide like a number of beds today for the international market, I think is a nice achievement. It's a hard business because the properties has different standards. Some things happen beyond our control, and some people when they arrive they don't understand that. It takes a little bit of time for them to adapt. When you're coming from a tropical country, we cannot dry coals inside their home, otherwise you have all these kind of things. But like it's a journey where we have to educate our clients, and after a while it becomes a good experience, and it's nice.
And how are you advertising that? Are you advertising directly with colleges, or how do you?
We start our business providing accommodation only for colleges and for businesses. But then the students were staying with us like for a short term of period, and start asking for a long term because they were planning to stay here for 8 to 12 months. So then we start providing this service. We grew organically, so we become like known. And then this is how we do. We don't do much advertisement. We work more with partnerships, and because we don't have enough offer, so the demand is way bigger than what we can provide.
And how many properties do you have at the moment?
For long term, we have in Dublin around like 400 properties.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, it's a big operation, and then we have 2 hostels as well. Nowadays, we work mostly with the hostel for short-term students and tourists, but with this student background all over Europe. So yeah.
Okay, so it is kind of wide-reaching. You are dealing with everyone, not just the Brazilian community.
No. Yeah, we have a good mix. Yeah.
Okay, great. The Brazilian community is amazing in Ireland. That's something that I've always noticed. Every company I've worked in has always had like an amazing kind of Brazilian contingent within that. Why is that? Like, I know you said the weather, but like, is there any other reason why Brazilians are flocking to Ireland? Or
like honestly, I think when I came, Ireland was not like a popular destination for this program. It become popular in the last probably 5 years after a lot of people creating content. Internet helps a lot. So first was like a good option for those who want Europe. It's really easy to access other countries. We have like Brazil, our community in Brazil. It's our population in Brazil. It's a mix of nationalities that left because of war, because of other things like 150 years ago. So it connects us to different things that we actually knew in the past. The other reason it's a really good opportunity for learn English and to work. Ireland has this special visa that the pathway is not that hard. If you check the boxes, check the boxes, it's a good option. So this is I believe the main reasons.
Yeah, that's great to hear. I play a lot of football, and I spend a lot of time with kind of playing against Brazilian guys, or we've got a Brazilian guy on our team, and just from meeting him, he's like, oh, we've got he plays on a separate football team, all of Brazilians against. It's like there's a whole league of Brazilian, and I just love that is something that is happening here in Ireland. That obviously there's the integration and feeling comfortable, and also bringing part of the culture. I love that now I can go on a night out and I can go to like a Brazilian night where it's like Brazilian music, and I think that just enriches the country in a way. So hopefully everyone's benefiting from this.
I agree, and I think this is why the Irish community, the Irish population, and the Brazilians connect so well, because this is the welcoming I meant. You guys are open to new things, travel a lot. A lot of Irish people goes to other countries and has this open mind to explore things and enjoy like football together. We learn about your sports as well, the Gaelic. So I tried once, but not for me. I think you need to start playing when you're young. But it's true. I think this connect about also this vibe and going out with friends and drinking. It's really nice here. So.
it's only a matter of time before we have a Brazilian like All Ireland Gaelic winner or something like that.
Well,
Like it's going to happen. Like it's
so
yeah, exactly. So take me to the kind of the Brazil Ireland Chamber of Commerce. Where did that come from? Like you said, you're the co-founder, so you obviously have someone else you're working with. Where did you meet that person? How did it all start?
We're a committee actually of 8 people.
Okay.
Like the idea started with the Brazilian embassy and another 2 entrepreneurs. But like soon we decided to add more people that make this happen. So we are more than, I think the original like committees were like 7 people. And we consider all of us co-founders in some way. The idea exactly was to connect these businesses and organize our community. We have a lot of associations doing sport events, doing like volunteers and other things. But the business side of the Brazilian community were not organized yet. So we thought it was a good opportunity to, open this door and create this chamber that hopefully will just make more connections and integrate our countries for more opportunities. I think there are a lot of synergy and it's happening already.
And how many members do you have at the moment, or how many businesses have kind of signed up?
We reckon that probably in Ireland we have more than 500 Brazilian businesses.
Wow. Okay.
But members, we have right now 85 sign up.
Okay, great.
It's a really good membership group. And we hope just to grow more. And the good thing is, like, as Flipdish, we're really happy that Flipdish actually joined the Chamber of Commerce. And it's what we want. The Irish business see an opportunity to have access to this community. They do have already, but I think, again, it's a way to have in an organized way to have more results and better access to network and everything,
And how did that relationship between yourself and Flipdish come about? Where did that start?
Good question. I think some of our members are clients of you. And probably Flipdish saw and heard. Actually, it was after our Brazil showcase. Okay. Once per year, we do like a fair where the Brazilian businesses, the members show the products, what they do, the services, and it's open to the public. Last year, we did in the, I forgot the museum, is the Immigrant Museum in the Q.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know the name now. But it was a success again, and I think we start the conversation after this.
Amazing. And are you going to do that event again this year?
Yeah, we're good. Normally we do in March, April every year. Okay. So we did already, so we're going to do again. Last year we did the summer a fair that was in Temple Bar. It was also success, mostly for food businesses and people selling products. So this year we're going to do again, and hopefully Flipdish is going to be with us.
Absolutely, definitely will. Yeah, we've actually just hired a Brazilian staff member here. I don't know if you've met Lucas yet.
Yeah, we met.
Yeah. So it's brilliant. I've gone on site to meet customers with him a couple of times, and it's just brilliant to see that, like, the engagement and also when obviously someone from your own country comes in, it's so not, you just immediately see like a connection, and I think that's really important, that you can talk about complex, technical issues in Portuguese if you want to do that. I think that makes such a difference. So that was important for us as well, because we've obviously noticed that it's an amazing growing community that people are really interested in, and it seems that although Irish people, our food is so bland, it seems like they're very interested in Brazilian food as well, which is nice to hear. We also had a Brazilian person on the podcast as well, and from Four Friends Burgers, and it was just so interesting for me to learn, what a Brazilian pizza is and how that is different from the pizza that
Did you like it?
I haven't tried it yet, but the description that I got on the podcast sounded amazing.
Good.
It's toppings heavy, like a lot of toppings or something is the What do you kind of, if you're going for Brazilian food here in Ireland, like what do you look for if you're?
I'm from the south of Brazil. The main meal for us, the nicest one is the barbecue. We're really barbecue people. And it's a common thing for weekends. Every Sunday we do a barbecue, and because the weather allows us.
Yeah.
And so I love to go to Ba, and it's a really good restaurant.
At Bar 33?
Yeah.
Ah,
Have
very
been
good.
there?
Yeah, no, but I've heard excellent things.
Yeah,
so
you should.
Yeah.
And also, I know the guys from For Friends. They're right beside us.
Oh, really? Okay.
So we're 2 minutes away. I always have like some food from them, and they have a really good burgers there. So
Yeah.
there is the Brazilian touch. We like flavors as well. Not so strong as the Indian, probably. So spicy, so complex. But it's our food is good as well.
So Ba is your go-to restaurant.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, great to hear. We'll put that as a little recommendation. Eduardo recommends. Love that.
Good.
I wanted to ask you as well about you've got a little AI device going on here, a little recording. Can you take me through that? What's the thought process there? How do you?
Like my business, I deal like direct with 6 or 7 managers, and I've been always trying to find ways to develop myself. And you know yourself, sometimes we spend a lot of time doing tasks that I hate, like writing notes and these kind of things. So AI, I think it's the present already. It's not even the future. I'm trying to catch up with all the things that are happening. So I'm starting using AI to take notes, create tasks, helps remind me, also give me feedback. How was my interview, or how was my meeting with the person? If I achieve what I was hoping, or give me some feedbacks as well. It's really good. It's kind of someone telling you, like, look, you're doing right or doing wrong. Try to explore more these. It's if you know how to exchange with it, it's a really powerful tool, you know.
Amazing.
So it's how I started.
So you're using it for tasks, obviously recording meetings, giving you that feedback. Any other kind of like top tip AI?
Like we launched this week. We launched the first agent AI in our company. It's doing like all the first layer of the pipeline of sales. So because we get a lot of contacts, sometimes people looking for whole properties or things that we don't provide. So the agent is filtering to the sales team, so they can actually focus on the customer that is ready to get our service. And it's been a really nice journey, because you need to train, you need to learn, you need to see how it's going to work. Yeah. So I'm trying to bring AI as much as I can to my business, and leave our people to actually do what the human beings skills cannot be replaced, like connections and this kind of things. It's really important to add like this layer on our service for quality, you know.
Amazing.
So it's new. I don't know much how it's gonna be, but it's been a nice journey so far.
We're really kind of AI focused here at Flipdish as well, so it's nice to hear that other people are getting on board, because it's made my life massively easier from what I do. I work in education within Flipdish, so even from just kind of analyzing test scores that maybe new hires would do, and all of this kind of stuff it's absolutely incredible. Things that would take me hours are now taking me seconds, and it's like and now I can focus on being with people, coaching, stuff that maybe it wouldn't do as much.
Listening and spending like quality time with your own stuff. It's really interesting how much is exactly saving time. It saves time to analyze things, reports, emails, and it's really helpful.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. Yeah. So what sort of supports then, if we look through kind of, obviously you're dealing with, all the Brazilian businesses that we have here, particularly with hospitality or restaurants in mind, what sort of supports are you guys providing, or what's the idea there?
So the chamber, it's a community created by the members. So we try to bring topics and find solutions for what the members bring to us. We started when we launched the chamber, doing round tables where we're bringing challenges or interest topics that would help the business go into the next level, and also the networking. We do believe there's much more to do. Like food businesses, for example, they could work together to import things, or to bargain with providers to buy the same thing that soft drinks or whatever. So the chamber can be used, and it's kind of like a bazooka that if you put together the members and they aim something, they're gonna get a result. That alone maybe you could get, but would take more time. So I think the chamber it depends on the members to achieve what they want. It's how I like to use it, chamber, like being a member as well. So and it works.
And do you have a feeling that, obviously there must be some members that would maybe be direct competitors or maybe slightly indirect competitors with one another? Do you find that puts people off, or is that something that they actually see these other businesses as kind of colleagues?
There is, for sure. I know that businesses did enjoy the chamber thinking about this, but in my opinion, this is silly because the information today is there. Everything is open. If you want to find something about your competitor, you're gonna find it. Maybe he has a secret sauce, and that's it. But you cannot rely a business on this. I think the business is the face of the owner. So if people try to copy your business, and they will copy, this is a matter of time. It's up to you to always be ahead and always be growing, always bring new things. And this they cannot copy from you. This depends on your attitude. So I think it's silly. The more you talk, the more you share, the more you learn. It's where you're gonna come with some idea and say like, "Oops, I saw this guy doing that. Is working. I'm gonna adapt to my business and do it." The market is huge. People, when they say, we're sharing the same market, it's true. But I like to say, for example, our hostel, we have like around 300 beds. When people come to me and like, the competitors, this and that, we check the number of tourists. It's like 100,000 tourists coming. Like, wait, what you're talking about? What is we're sharing here? There's enough beds for the tourists. So, and I think the restaurant business probably is the same. People don't eat every time on the same place. They want to change. They want to explore things, and depends on you to keep bringing new things. So I don't think should be a reason for people not joining a community like this. But I understand if they want to protect their business this way, it's their right, So
no, you're absolutely right. I think as a collective, you're always going to be more powerful when it comes to bargaining, supplier prices, all that kind of stuff. It does benefit them. If somebody wants to sign up to join, how do they go about doing that? What's the process like? Does it take long?
We like to we work with referrals. So to join the chamber today, we ask the new member, the applicant, to go through one of the members and meet them and bring them on board. Then this go to the committee. Well, there is a team that gonna check the business, see if everything's fine, they are registered and everything, and then go to the committee to approve. And that's it. There are three. It's a paid membership. There are 3 levels. We have the entry level that I think is €20. Then we have the premium, the platinum one, where you have more access, you have better opportunities for different events and all. But it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward.
Have you had to turn away anybody yet, or do you ever do that review process? And
no. When we go, just get as a member of the committee, just get to us when already went to the vetting process. So I don't recall if we ever had to stop anyone. But when we went to the voting of the committee, no, we never had it's for all levels of businesses. So we want everybody to come, we just want to make sure that it's authentic business. That's it.
And registered and
exactly.
All that. Any particular success stories from anyone who's joined, who's seen a real benefit of joining, any that stick out in your mind?
Yes, we had many cases already of businesses doing business with members. Great. That of course they could have done outside the chamber, but through the event, connecting there on the networking day, some idea came up and they did businesses. I did myself this. I met one provider in one of the events, and we worked together for I think 7 months until things had to change, but it was a success case. And probably there are more. I didn't prepare myself to bring this data for you, but for sure, we have this.
Great. And I wondered if you were to go back and kind of start your business again. So you were saying 2018 is when you started your own business. Is there anything you would go back and tell yourself then that would have helped get everything off the ground? Anything you've learned in that time that you're like, I wish I knew that.
This is, to be honest, a really easy question because. When you start your own business, you want things on your own way, and and I think this is the hardest part, because to grow, you need to trust people. You need to actually develop people so you can think on better ideas, and the business is going to grow naturally then. So this was the challenge that I had at the beginning. So if coming back now, probably I would do much easier this part. I would like be a better manager, a better owner, and I would had better results on this. But it's a learning curve, so it's part of the journey. But yes, I think this is the main thing. And the second thing is, don't try to wait the perfect product to start launching. It's never going to be perfect. I think the ability of a good business is to get quick feedback, adapt quick, and listen to your customer, and change if it makes sense what you want to provide. And these two things are my main lesson if I would start again.
I love that. And I think letting go of something is probably always difficult, right? When it's your baby and it's your brainchild and you've brought it into the world, and then you have to trust somebody else or trust multiple people to even just to care about it as much as you care about it. That's difficult, right?
Exactly.
It's like to let
go. What I learned, people care when they can do things by their own.
Yeah.
So, and then this is the challenge, because you want to tell them what to do and you want them to care. So it cannot be.
Yeah.
They're going to only care on your business if you let them care. They try and understand, do mistakes, So your job, of course, it's to make sure that the mistakes are not so impactful or so, But yes, it's hard to have this mindset,
I love that second point as well, because when I joined Flipdish, kind of our unofficial company motto was "Done is better than perfect," which is exactly what you were saying there, because it was about getting products out so people could give feedback on them and it could come back in, and it wasn't always about everything had to be absolutely like we obviously tried to get as best quality as we could, but getting it out, once people start using it or interacting with it, then you get the real feedback, right? Then it's in a lab or in a development environment, the idea is never tested properly, right?
I think this is the point. Like you want what is the best product, but how do you know if you don't test it? Maybe you think that is the best, but your client doing the job there is not going to agree with you or using your service, So you have to put out there, you have to test, you have to get feedbacks, and then come back to that point about being the member of the chamber. Sharing with other owners, you might avoid these mistakes and get a better product out there before you bring to the client. Yeah. So it's again, talking, opening, sharing, and not trying to keep everything under control. Yeah. It's a bit against growth. So.
Yeah, but and that's difficult as a human. It's difficult to let go anyway. Yeah, but really interesting to hear that. So anyone that you've met since moving to Ireland that's living here now within your world or that you work in, that you had felt like had a really positive impact on you or gave you some great advice, or anyone like that comes to mind that you think that person was instrumental in where I am today?
Yes. Many people, people that we do businesses. Ireland has I think a generation of people that build things from scratch. There's no much hairs here, how do you say, when someone gets we have
when they inherit
some business or something. So most of the successful people I met, they start from scratch, and this was really good because they are authentic. They are no ego or anything like this, no matter what level they are. I met really, really successful people here, and I learned a lot from them. So definitely, I could mention many names here, but
give me one person and how they. Yeah, I know this is going to upset all the rest of the people, but
no, it's private people, I have a partner that is his name is Nigel, and he has his own equity fund now. So, but he started from scratch, and I learned a lot from him. But also. I met different owner business sizes that also I learned from them. So I don't have this kind of one person
you're Yoda.
No. I think I learned from all of them. So and actually not only owners but other levels as well, managers, staff, and everything. From all the sides. It's always important to keep look what is happening beside you, below you, above you. So so you don't get blind, you know. So
I always love that phrase, you're a product of your 5 closest people. So surround yourself with the people that inspire you or make you want to do better, right? So it sounds like that's kind of what you've done.
This is a really important change on my life. Like my business had a really good growth in 2022 and 2023. And you start reaching to a point that you think, it's amazing, I'm doing great. And but one person once said to me, like, if you're the smartest person on the table, you're in the wrong table. And that sentence was kind of like, true. And I decided to go looking for more like people, more successful people where I could learn more. And it's what I've been doing since 2024. And it's great, you know, like I'm reading more and it's amazing, this journey. I love to solve problems. I love to grow. I love to impact people around me. And I'm happy again seeing the managers that work with me growing, achieving their own results. You know, this is really nice. So.
Wow, that sounds. I'm stealing that table phrase. That's cool. Really, really interesting one.
Cool.
And yeah, problems facing the Brazilian community in Ireland. What do you think are those kind of the core issues that, you know, the chamber is obviously focusing on, or what are you hearing from your members that is their struggles at the moment?
Being like I moved to Ireland as a student, and I think one of the challenges that the community have now, and probably because it's the majority of the communities are students, is the limit of working legally here in the country. Students can work only 20 hours, and we know businesses don't need only 20 hours. They need more because there is a lack of staff available in the country. So I think this is a challenge with the cost of living here. They need to come to study. I think this was also clear, but could have like more flexibility on this, maybe 30 hours per week. Would, I think, benefit the economy, benefit the owners, the businesses, the staff. So I think this is a really important thing to look into, you know.
And that's probably a problem across a lot of communities, where it almost forces people into then like illegal work. I'm not saying it's the work is illegal, but the fact that the government say you can only work 20 hours, people end up having to do jobs then for cash outside of that. And it just creates like you said, there's no tax, the government aren't making any tax on that. Why do we make it difficult for people who want to work and contribute?
I don't even know if like they go for illegal work or actually they have more jobs, but they could be spending more hours in one business and adding more to the business, you know, growing with the business. And but at the end of the day, it's not happening, you know, because you have to respect this, and it's important. If you want to stay in the country, have a good path here, or even if you're planning to return, it's important to have like everything right. So I also believed on that. So I think it's a challenge for the student, you know, because he see the opportunity, he want to do more and he can't.
Yeah.
You know, and I think everybody's losing.
Yeah, and that's something for the government to have to consider.
I think this is a challenge for the community.
Okay, so this is a couple of quick fire questions I ask everyone who comes on. What would be your death row meal? The last thing you ever eat, if that was going to be.
My God, I wasn't expecting this question. And it's funny, I did a trip last week with, I have a motorbike, and we went to the south of England, and I stayed in a hotel that was a prison.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's in your head.
Kind of like, I don't like this talk. Well, probably.
Is it barbecue as well?
Barbecue, yeah.
Really, that's going to be the last. Yeah. Okay, let's get specific with what you're having in that barbecue. What is the?
Oh, I love like it shows it's connect to my culture. It's connect to what I always like to eat, and yeah, it's protein is a really good meal.
Yes, it's a good way to go out. Yeah, and if they have to ship it in from Brazil as well, then it would be even better. Yeah, and then someone that you think would be a really good guest on the podcast.
Really
within reason, not like a super celebrity or anything.
No, yeah. I think more business owners from the chamber. Bring them here. It was a last, like we spoke probably 2 weeks ago, and we couldn't figure out who could come here from the food sector. But I think we have like really nice people that could come here and explore a lot from from this sector and it connects a lot with Flipdish. So yeah,
That's
I will think about a name and send you, but I don't have anyone in mind now.
That's great. One piece of technology in your day to day that you could not live without, something that's absolutely like, it might, and please don't say your phone, maybe an app within your phone, something like that, or any other piece
I
of
use
tech.
like an app for the last probably 15 months called Superhuman. It connects my inbox. I use Gmail, so I connect in the company. So it connects my inbox to this app. And it's really nice the way that you can manage your inbox. You always clear your inbox. This is the motto. A clear inbox is good. So I really like how it works. It makes emails faster and has AI as well together. So it's really nice.
Amazing, very
I
cool.
don't see me without it for
that's
now.
Great.
Apart from phone and all that.
yeah. Are you a football fan?
I am, yeah.
Who do you support?
In Brazil, I support Atlético Paranaense.
Okay.
Is a team from my city. We're not doing well this year. We were relegated to the second division, so
no.
But we're gonna be back.
You'll be back.
Yeah.
And do you have a team in Europe?
Yeah, I have. I like Liverpool, so we were sorry.
Yeah, I'm a Chelsea
By
fan.
to your
that's
face,
right.
I didn't said what you want, but I like Liverpool. Yeah.
Okay, very good. And
Who do you support?
Chelsea.
Okay.
Yeah, we've a great history of Brazilian players. David Luiz and a couple of others. So, and then where do you see the chamber going now in the next? Let's say if we fast forward 5 years, where would you like the chamber to be?
I know that there are some Irish businesses in Brazil. So our goal in 2025 and 2026 is start connecting more businesses, local businesses as well, like either Irish owned or Brazilian owned, but also start bringing Brazilian business to the chamber because there are many connections that could facilitate like more ideas, more businesses. This is our goal for the chamber. And
you've got you're saying you're in the 80 mark of, and there's about 500 you estimate in the country at the moment. So I presume you want all 500 in.
Yeah,
right?
like the more the better, the bigger the chamber, the bigger the events are going to be, the bigger like achievements we're going to get it. The early people understand that, like they can use the chamber and they can contribute to the chamber. And they're going to leave like a legacy as well. So I remember when we were with the co-founders, we did the launch of the chamber in the City Hall. I stopped for a moment. It's a beautiful building. And in 100 years, probably someone going to the chamber,
Yeah.
As now we have a lot of business because all these changes of tariffs and the world going crazy. Hopefully Brazil and Ireland can do more things together.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a really thing to remember. So
amazing. And when are your next events that the people could go to? You mentioned something in Temple Bar. Is there something coming up that you want to plug to the?
Yes, I need to confirm the dates for the summer. I think we haven't agreed yet because we need an answer from the space. So we did in Temple Bar in the square there. So this is the next one. But tonight we have like a online round table. One of the members work with tech. He's going to bring AI and it's going to be a 2 hours meeting. So I think it's going to be really interesting. And all the members can bring guests. So it's really nice.
Amazing. Now that's not tonight, just for anyone watching, because this is going to be weeks later. So just so everyone knows that. Will it be recorded?
It's going to be recorded. We have like a platform people can watch later. So yeah.
Amazing. And are you on social media? Does the chamber have social media? Or
it does.
Okay.
I don't remember.
You don't remember the name? The handles?
Yeah, but I can send you later and you add here.
Somewhere
below somewhere.
Yeah, so, we'll put it in. Yeah. Great. And what do you post there? Just kind of information? Is there anything?
We share like about the business, about the members. This also in our plan for 2025. We want to advertise more the businesses, show what they do, showcase the success that we have, give tips about businesses in Ireland. So we do a bit of everything there.
And what socials are you on? TikTok?
Instagram,
are you on
LinkedIn?
Okay,
I don't think we're on TikTok yet.
Yeah, you're not doing dances
most Instagram
on TikTok.
and LinkedIn. Yeah.
Amazing. Fantastic. Well, Eduardo, thank you so much for coming in to talk to us. Really, really appreciate it. I hope the chamber is a massive success and we'll hopefully talk again soon.
Well, thank you very much again for having me here. It was really nice talk. And it's going to be a success. We are successful people already. and it's going to grow more. And I do believe that it's going to be a really nice thing.
Brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thank you.